iPad mini 7, starting at $499, isn't a revolutionary update to the superb iPad mini 6, but its under-the-hood improvements make it a superior tablet. The upgrade to Apple's new A17 Pro chip lets you browse web pages, watch videos, and play games more smoothly. New features like calculator, math notes, and smart script also give this slate added versatility. You also get 128 GB of storage to start instead of 64 GB like before. While the latest iPad Air and iPad Pro offer larger sizes and faster performance, the iPad mini 7 mostly delivers the same experiences you get on those tablets, only in a smaller form. As with the previous model, the new iPad mini is ideal for outdoor travel or for taking to different rooms in your home. Even if the display hasn't been updated, you still get a rich viewing experience with everything appearing crystal clear on the 8.3-inch screen. Thanks to the A17 Pro chip, the same one found in the iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max, it's now easier to edit photos and videos on this tablet. You can even play games like Resident Evil 4 without significant graphical or performance compromises. I'd still recommend a Steam Deck OLED for playing games, but you can have a good time playing big budget titles on the new iPad mini. While it's too small for everyday work and its advertised Apple Intelligence features aren't yet fully ready, the iPad mini 7 is still one of the best iPads and best tablets for those seeking a small slate with big performance. At 7.69 x 5.3 x 0.25 inches and 0.6 pounds, the iPad mini 7 epitomizes portability. It's so small and light that you might forget you're carrying it in your backpack. Taking it around your home while watching videos or playing games is also super easy. I'm glad Apple didn't change this tablet's design from the previous model. It's basically a smaller iPad Air, which is great. Like before, the iPad mini 7 has 4 speakers, volume buttons, a lone USB-C port, and a power button / Touch ID sensor. The 12MP wide rear camera and 12MP ultra-wide front camera retain their previous positions, which is a bummer for the latter since it's not positioned for landscape mode like the iPad Air and iPad Pro's front camera. Build quality is also identical to the last model. Though small and light, the tablet's sturdy aluminum chassis never budges or flexes. It also feels good to hold. Our review unit came in blue, but the iPad mini 7 also comes in purple, starlight, and space gray colors, all of which look striking. The iPad mini 7 S8.3-inch 2266 x 1488 liquid retina display is a small miracle. Sure, it has the same screen and resolution as the last model, but that's not a negative since it delivers such great image quality. For example, when watching a nature video on YouTube, the colorful scales on a chameleon were all clearly defined. The tablet is perfect for watching any kind of video. The iPad mini 7 has an A17 Pro chip which packs a 6-core CPU, 5-core GPU, and 16-core neural engine. As it did for the iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max, this slice of Apple Silicon gives this small tablet powerful performance. Even when I had a dozen Chrome tabs and a YouTube video running, the iPad mini 7 never slowed down or stuttered. Last but not least is gaming performance. When plugged into a power outlet, the iPad mini 7 runs Resident Evil 4 at a relatively stable 30 frames per second. However, the game can stutter when playing unplugged. Still, the fact that such a graphically demanding game can run and look this good on the iPad mini 7 is impressive. Another aspect that carries over from the iPad mini 6 to the iPad mini 7 is its stellar battery life. In our battery test involving continuous web surfing over Wi-Fi, with the display set to 150 nits of brightness, the iPad mini 7 lasted for 10 hours and 34 minutes. Though that's about 20 minutes shorter than the previous model, that's still incredible battery life that should last you for a good chunk of the day. The iPad mini 6 entry-level model packed a measly 64 GB of storage, which was certainly a headache for some of us. Thankfully, this is no longer an issue. To start, the new iPad mini 7 has 128 GB of storage. Even if the tablet's OS gobbles up some of that space, you still get plenty more than you did with the iPad mini 6. And of course, you can select up to 512 GB of space if you need it. But even if you just get the starting model, you won't have to worry about storage like you had to before. The iPad mini 7 might be small, but its stereo speakers can produce big sound. I fired up Dream Theater's new song Night Terror and was impressed by the clarity of the guitar riffs and drum fills. While bass wasn't as prominent as I would have liked, the song sounded fantastic on the tablet. The iPad mini 7 comes with iPadOS 18 pre-installed. That means you can take advantage of some useful features found on the latest iPad Air and iPad Pro models with iPadOS 18, Apple's calculator app for iPad iPad isn't just a larger version of the same app already on the best iPhones and best MacBooks, since its new Math Notes feature gives it additional functionality on the tablet. You can type or write out math problems on the calculator app and see them instantly solved in your handwriting. You can assign values to variables when learning new concepts, insert graphs, create a budget, and more on the calculator app. Another great iPadOS 18 feature is Smart Script, which cleans up your handwriting in real time to make it more legible. It even maintains your writing style, just a cleaner version of it. If you need to add more text, you can start writing and Smart Script will automatically adjust the paragraph you've written or copy and pasted to fit what you're adding. Writing Tools is my favorite Apple Intelligence feature. It's effectively a personal editor that exists to help improve your writing by proofreading, rewriting, or changing the tone of what you've written. Siri will be more useful with Apple Intelligence. The virtual assistant will be able to respond to questions in a more natural manner and deliver more personalized responses. You'll also be able to change your question halfway through and Siri will know you've changed the subject. The iPad Mini 7 isn't a monumental update over the previous model, but the changes it introduces make it a superior tablet. It has faster performance and comes with more storage. On top of that, it features the same portable design, gorgeous display, and long battery life we've come to expect. And you get all of that for the same $499 starting price as before. It's hard to deny that the iPad Mini 7 is an all-around winner. Whenever Apple Intelligence features like on-device image and text generation arrive, this tiny slate could become even more useful, but as things stand, the iPad Mini 7 is a remarkable device for what it offers.